That's how I feel about hearing Ocho Cinco and Shannon Sharp talk sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, whoa, this is being recorded.
Yeah.
And Shannon Sharp's just like, I split it up like a quarter to three.
And that's the thing. Ocho is the reasonable one.
Yeah, his name is Ocho Cinco. And he's like, Unc, you have to calm down.
He's like, bro, you can't keep talking like this. I gotta do, Shannon. Do what I gotta do, Ocho.
If it ain't 280, it ain't a lady. Which is he should get merch for that. That's pretty good.
That's crazy.
Do you know what today is? It's our anniversary. Welcome to another episode of My Mama Told Me,
the podcast where we dive deep into the pockets of black conspiracy theories.
And we finally worked to prove that the game CeeLo was in fact invented by slaves to teach each other math. It wasn't about gambling. So when you take $85 off your uncle at the Super Bowl, don't feel bad. You're just trying to help that nigga learn some shit. Yeah. My name is David Gborie.
I'm Langston Kerman, and I'm proud to hear that that's the best way to honor our ancestors. By gambling against our estranged relatives.
Our ancestors guided me in the winning of about $80 on the Super Bowl this year, so I thank you.
Yeah, good for you. Were you 49ers, I assume? You were just because of your San Francisco connection?
Yeah, but I also had prop bets. So I bet for the first drive to be less than 3 minutes and 15 seconds. And I made like $80 off of that. And then I also bet for Debo and McCaffrey to get a touchdown. I lost that. But then I won a bunch of money in dice. So I still won.
You found your way back on top.
Yeah, because I just bet the money line because I'm not really great about spreads. Freak me out.
Yeah, I don't understand a lot of the shorthand of gambling. And it's so intimidating asking adult men to explain it to you. So I've just opted not to play. You know what I mean? Where
I'm the same way with technology.
Yeah, it's just like men especially. It's like you go to them and you go, "Hey, I'm vulnerable. Could you please help me?" And they make you feel very small, very fast.
Yeah, men love jargon. That's what it is. Men love jargon, bro. So it's like, because I don't know what I'm doing either. I'm saying stuff like I bet money line because it's for stupid people.
Yeah,
it just means I bet that the 49ers were gonna win straight up.
Right.
Is this working? I was thinking about becoming a gloves guy.
I was wondering what's happening here. I looked. I thought we were having a normal conversation, and then your fingers look like Dumbledore after he fucked around with that Horcrux, and I wasn't sure what was happening. But
is it not good? I'll take them off.
I don't think it's great. It's I don't think those are the type of gloves you can be a glove guy with. I don't think you can just put on 2 North Face gloves.
They're North Face. I thought that's cool.
I think cool glove guys wear like a hard leather. They wear like a
hard leather.
Yeah, they wear like a thick motorcycle-y leather. They don't wear fucking
I wanted to be a
kids mittens.
Okay, they're for everyone. First of all, the North Face is a very adult company. I always wanted to be a batting gloves guy, but I was never cool enough to pull that off.
Yeah, there was a few eras that I wish I could have. You remember when like goggles were in? When like you could, like Diddy and Mace, and you put on like a pair of goggles with your outfit, and somehow that wasn't a thing people asked questions about. I desperately wanted to be a ski goggles ass dude and couldn't pull it off.
I couldn't. Well, because you were too young. This is so funny. I was just talking to my homie about it yesterday, and his dad was from New York, so they had all kinds of bootleg shit. And he said he came to school in like not just the goggles, you remember the Tommy skull cap?
Yeah.
That had like he said he came into school with both in like the 4th grade.
Oh, he was
and the
fly
principal
as
was
fuck.
like, "What are you doing?" Of course not.
Yeah. No.
You're a little boy.
This isn't a rap video. You take that goddamn shit off.
We're here to learn multiplication, not get pussy.
Yeah, you're not. You out of your mind? You're gonna look cooler than me on a regular day?
Yeah.
No.
I'll fucking kill you, little boy.
You're gonna look like how I want to dress? Fuck you. Take that off.
Man, do you think you were a teacher? Did you ever like get some fly shit and you were like, I bet I could wear this at school? Because you said you took the bow tie out of the classroom. Did you ever take, the Echo in? I'm trying to frame my things. I'm trying to be more professional in my manner of speech.
I got you. I want to be clear that I wasn't still wearing Echo as a professional educator, but I do remember there being like sweaters or sweat shirts that I'd be like, damn, if I could figure out a way to put this over my shirt and tie and still have my tie showing,
right,
I could like kind of fly this up and not feel like as much of a dork. But I do think after a while, you're just a dude waking up at 6 a.m. to go teach kids and you stop giving a fuck about how you look, which is maybe the most disheartening part of teaching.
Are they high schoolers?
Yeah.
Was there ever a level of you wanting them to think you were fresh?
Yeah, you do want them to think you're like cool. You know what I mean?
That's
like
what I
didn't
mean.
want them to think I'm a loser. But
Especially because you're not that far from their age, right?
That's the hard game, though, is you don't want them to think you're a loser, but you also don't want them to think you're wanting them to be cool with you. Do you know what I mean? So like you gotta be fly, but you gotta be fly in a way that they're like, I don't get it. I don't quite understand what that is.
Oh, interesting.
And that's a hard little needle to thread because they immediately, if you dress too cool, they think you're best friends. And if you dress too dorky, they think they're like, they could talk down to you and shit.
That's why I would have to be a PE teacher.
Oh, that's smart.
Because if I could incorporate physical punishments, you're going to respect me.
Yeah, and also you don't have to really adhere to like teacher law when it comes to PE teachers.
It feels like it's the wild west and stuff.
Yeah.
You could use slurs. Like, it's a whole bunch of shit that goes on in the gym.
Yeah, I had a PE teacher tell me that Asian women have sideways pussies.
Well, that's true, though. He was trying to put you He was just like a good man.
Yeah, he was just a man trying to inform me of what's happening out in the world.
How did that come up during dodgeball? He was like, Kerman.
Oh, buddy, I wish I knew. It was I'll say this, it was very natural. He just said, boys, gather around. And then he decided to, I guess, dispense his wisdom on us. And we were 14 and very uncertain of what to do with that information.
Yeah. What does that help? I don't know what to do with the other ones.
There also
wasn't me a curveball. Like,
I had not seen a pussy yet.
Yeah, I'm not ready for the straight up and down.
He said it, and I had to think about which way was sideways. You know,
I'm 36. I'm still not 100%
sure. And also, we didn't have enough Asian women to, you know what I mean? Like,
that's why he did it.
To pull from.
That's why he did it.
No, it was a true violence he did to us as boys, and I don't know what to do with it.
Well, shout out to Asian women. I know you all you have your pussies on straight. And if you don't, I don't think that's that big of a problem.
Listen, I cannot imagine that if I went down there and your shit was sideways, that would in any way deter me from finishing my job.
Because it doesn't, and this is the last I'll say on this, it doesn't disorient the whole.
Mm-mm.
It's just all the extras.
No. Nope. That's just a Spider-Man kiss, baby girl. And now let's get to work.
You your pussy hanging from a web? You come down from the ceiling. Oh, I love that. God
This
bless
is
it.
this is a rare Langston and David episode. I don't know if they're that rare. We do them every once in a while, but
Like once a month or something?
yeah, we're excited to just shoot the shit with each other. We got some emails. We might talk some shit about some other stuff. Who knows where the conversation will take us? But we are happy you're here, and we have an email that I think you should read. I think it's only right that you read this email because of the circumstances being presented in the email. Or is it? I don't know.
No,
is it
it's
more
fine.
comfortable if I read it?
Okay. I think it's more uncomfortable if I read it, which ultimately probably leads to the better humor. So.
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly right.
I've never. This is intimate. Okay. Yeah, let's just get into it.
Hell yeah.
Hi, David and Langston.
You should frame who this is from.
I don't think we're supposed to say her name, are we?
Yeah, we say her first name. We don't have to say.
This is from Josette.
Yeah.
Hi, David and Langston. I want to first say that I adore both of you.
That's nice.
David more so than Langston.
Okay, I don't love that part, but I'm listening.
I love Deep Dark Chocolate Man.
Oh.
I bet he tastes like a Hershey bar.
Oh.
A girl can dream.
Okay, well, let's stop there. Let's just pause right there.
I wish we didn't. I'd rather get it going.
Let's. This is worth addressing that I do think more often than certainly than myself, women are throwing a lot of pussy at you in these messages. You're getting more thrown at you, I think, than most would say.
Yeah. I don't. I was not prepared to address these allegations.
Well, it's the State of the Union, my man. You don't get to just skip over everything that's happening in the country. You know what I mean?
Thank you to all the little mamas thrown at me via DMs and or emails. I currently have a girlfriend. It's very nice of you. I appreciate your comments on my skin that are borderline harassment. I appreciate it. And I feel seen and I feel beautiful.
Yeah, David unfortunately has chosen a lover.
I don't like it when you say it like that.
Well, it's unfortunate for you all. It's not unfortunate for him. It's a beautiful thing that he's found a special someone. That said, you bitches got to calm down because you're really trying to suck my man off, and it's not
that. You make it sound like I'm getting DMs where people are like, "Let me suck your dick." It's like if anybody,
said you taste like a Hershey bar,
which is if that's what you're coming in this hoping for, baby. Let me tell you.
Wrong flavor.
Yeah, probably tastes a lot like the other ones you've had in your mouth. But let's not be okay. But to be fair, if we're talking about who's getting explicit DMs, between you and I,
sure,
it's still you win.
Well, let's also be clear that the explicit DMs that I get it's not even people that I would even remotely entertain sexually.
Why not, Langston?
Because it's mostly just men who
oh, okay, I get it. A fucking homophobe.
No, it has nothing to do with homophobia. It's displeasure. It's displeasure. It is not fear. Let me be clear. I am an ally. I support your right to suck whichever dicks you choose. I choose not to allow you to put my dick in your mouth. And that is sort of the position I take in all of this.
Because let's be fair, fellas, my man has a family. You can't be...
I have a family.
You're sending them whole? You're sending them whole, dog? Come on,
I will say that men are unfortunately the exact same despite their sexual orientations. Men are out of control with women, and they are also out of control with men. And so I get very aggressive emails, DMs and sometimes even just straight up fucking comments underneath pictures of my daughter where men will just be it's just me and my fucking daughter and they'll be like, I kiss this shit out of you. And it's like, hey man, stop it. You gotta chill the fuck out.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. Here's my question though. Is it comforting to know that if you go to the other side, you would be well received?
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Nobody ever thinks I'm gay. Like, never. I had a gay roommate. I'd go out with them sometimes. None of those dudes were ever like, hey, you...
what you doing here?
Yeah, never. It's probably because I had camouflage on, but...
They couldn't see you.
No dudes ever think that I'm a gay guy. So that's, like, nice.
Yeah, no, listen, I'm not offended by the warmness of the reception. It is not lost on me that it is very sweet that people would find myself, you attractive. I think we both can agree. It's a very nice feeling.
It does. It feels good everybody wants to be wanted. And I'm glad we're not like an Uggo podcast. Like, I'm glad people aren't like, damn, take the videos down.
Yeah, no, we don't need to look at you. Let's just listen to your sultry voices.
Because that would hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
That would be hard for me if people were just sending email. Because I was talking to somebody about this before we get to the rest of this. Have you noticed black people are the only people with the courage to just straight up call people ugly and bully them for being ugly? Nobody else like does that like that.
Yeah, black people do it in a way where like they'll say it with affection. Yeah. Just a presumed, like, if I think I wouldn't be surprised if they were like, these two ugly niggas are hilarious. And it's like, bro, you didn't even have to say that first part.
Yeah.
You didn't have to mention how we look. That's so mean. But that's just, that's the way we speak to each other.
I do appreciate it. Because I was thinking about it the other day. I just have never seen even like black men to each other all the time call each other ugly. But like, I've never seen white guys do that really.
Yeah. No, sometimes even people I don't think are ugly, I'll like see
a lot of times.
From a distance, I'll be like, look at this ugly motherfucker. Yeah. I didn't mean that.
People in my family, I think I have my brother is very attractive. I'll call him, what's up, ugly little boy?
Yeah.
Cute guys, all of them.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it certainly is, it's part of our cooking.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, so we got past that. She wants to slurp me down.
Josette is a girl can dream and she's looking to slurp, but
you can dream. You can dream about me and my big, huge Hershey bar.
Yeah, all right.
Anyway,
let's not oversell it here.
Let's sell the product she's looking to buy. I think I'm sweating. I'm very uncomfortable. Anyway, enough with the pleasantries.
There we go.
We got through it. Every one of my girlfriends has the same irrational fear of a snake coming up through the toilet and biting our Kit Kat bars. I never heard anybody call it a Kit Kat bar. That's great.
I haven't either. At first, when I read it, I thought to myself, what? And then I thought about it a second. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great. Give me a break. You know what I mean?
You know what my problem was? And then I'll be honest, when Kit Kat bar first got introduced, is I pictured the 4 Kit Kat bars all next to each other.
I get that.
But then when you make it the 2 Kit Kat bars.
And you cut it open.
Yeah, then it's like, oh, okay, yep.
Or whatever your insides look. I'm not genital shaming you.
Yeah,
some people got Kit Kat bars. Some people got fruit roll-ups. It's all.
Hey, some people got a spilled bag of groceries, and that's just fine with me.
Yeah, clean up on aisle 6. About to come down with my Spider-Man mask. It was a nasty episode already.
Yeah, no, it's fucking disgusting.
It was gross. Anyway, okay, yeah, same irrational feel of a snake coming up and biting our Kit Kat bars. We don't know why we have this fear. Why do we all have this irrational fear, but nobody talks out loud about it? How did it come to be that we all have this same fear as women? Well, let me stop you here, Josette. Me and my giant Hershey bar also afraid of the same thing. I'm afraid of that. Yeah, I don't think it's just women.
I'll be honest. That is not where my fear lives with the toilet.
Do tell.
We've actually talked about it a little bit in previous episodes, but I'm much more afraid of what could come in via the doors than I have ever been afraid of what could rise up from inside of the toilet.
Well, here's just to push back a little bit. The thing about coming in is you still at least have some way to see it and protect yourself. Yeah. Coming from under, a snake could just bite your penis.
Yeah, but I also don't know snakes to be like just dick biting for the hell of it. I think you kind of have to provoke the snake and do shit to the snake.
I mean, do you know men to come in and assault you from the toilet?
I think that's probably more likely than the snake just biting dick.
Who do you know that's happened to?
Assaulted a man while he was sitting on the toilet?
Or a man was assaulted when he was on the toilet?
Nobody personally, but I've heard lore. I've seen enough movies that it could happen to somebody.
When was the last time somebody walked in on you taking a shit?
That's a good question. Man, it's been years. It's probably been since fucking like living with roommates or high school even. Like
really?
Yeah.
You seem like you would be very vigilant about not having someone see you poop.
Yeah, I can't afford for that to get out. You know what I mean?
I know that. I know that for sure. I can see that makes sense to me.
Yeah, real G's move in silence like lasagna, and I can't.
What do you even think you're doing on there?
I don't know, but
bad.
I think that's the thing is like, and maybe this is.
Do you pee? Do you ever pee when you're sitting down?
I almost exclusively sit down to pee at home now. Are you looking
Stay off the damn weed.
Hey, I don't know. What am I standing for?
Exclusively
at home? Yeah, I'm sitting.
Wow.
Out in public, I'll stand. I respect the society we've built, but no, at home, I sit down. I'm resting.
At nighttime.
At nighttime, that's when I sometimes sit for longer than the pee.
Oh,
I'll just give it a nice rest. Sometimes, and maybe this is a familiar thing for a 36-year-old man, but sometimes you sit down and you pee, and then you realize, I got a little bit more in there. And it takes a while for you to find that little bit more. And that comes out, and then you're like, oh, now I'm truly empty. And that was fucking tight.
Yeah, sometimes I'll sit to poop and then realize that pees don't come out as much as they used to. And that's just getting old, you know?
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and I'm not proud of it, and I hate that my body is rejecting itself in the way that it is. But
I don't think you have to feel bad about it, man. It's not crazy.
I think it's just hard to forget the veracity of my youth. You know what I mean?
Oh, when you were taking those like strong stream ones.
Yeah, bounce back and hit me in the chest.
Yeah,
you know
I need a splash guard. My shit's coming out crazy. I gotta back up.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
I can't go in the first stall. There's not enough room. Yeah, I remember who I was, and it's hard to let go of that. And I think that is why NBA players, after they retire, while out the way that they do. And Paul Pierce is getting, doing fucking Instagram live with strippers. It's because he remembers the Paul Pierce he used to be, and not the Paul Pierce that he should be at 48 or whatever the fuck he is.
I mean, you don't think it's okay for a man to be single at 48?
I don't think it's okay for Paul Pierce to be single at 48. I think that's a man who needs structure desperately. Sometimes I listen to those conversations with him and Kevin Garnett, and Kevin Garnett is being like the mature one and being like, Paul, you got to chill. And it's like, bro, if Kevin Garnett is scolding you because you're out of line, you've got to reflect. they're not supposed to be by themselves. You know what I mean? Like
athletes in general. Do you think it's because their whole life was so regimented that when you kind of like, because like athletes' lives, for the most part, it's like it's a job about discipline, right? You gotta be in the gym, you gotta put your time in, learn and play, all that shit. So it's like when they let that go, you think it's just like they've never been free to just make all their own decisions in their life, right?
Yeah, I think certainly it has like a little bit of a militaristic, I guess, energy about it, where it's like you wake up at this time, you go and you do this and this exercises and then practice and then gym again. And like it sort of fills your day with like motivation and dedication and reasons to do whatever the fuck you're doing. And then when you have all these recreational behaviors, it certainly at least is earned behavior. And so you're like managing it to some extent.
Right.
But then it just becomes, oh, I have mega millions and no reason to wake up in the morning.
Yeah, and all these strippers in my DMs.
Everybody remembers who I used to be. So, like, yeah, I'm going to fucking take it.
To be fair, you're still that man. Don't take that from him.
Yeah, no, I mean, Paul Pierce is...
Everybody remembers when you were worth something, contributing to us. Now,
I mean, I don't know what he's contributing now, but I certainly think Paul Pierce gave us a lot. You know what I mean?
He really did, man. He shit his pants.
He shit his pants and then made Brian Scalabrine carry him out. What a great moment in history.
That was a big time. Listen, man, as someone that's a big fear of theirs, it's just like nice to see it played out. Not so terrible, you know? And
I'd say played out maybe the best anyone's ever played it out.
Yeah, for real.
No person in history has shit themselves more efficiently and effectively than when he did. Yeah.
Like, because if I did, man, I shit my pants at a Safeway once is fucked up. So I don't even really want to talk about it. It's just really awful. It's really, really awful.
What happened? Did it go down your leg?
No, man. I was driving home. That's how long ago it was. I had a driver's license.
Yeah.
I was driving home from work and I went to Safeway to grab some shit. And then I was in line and this girl I knew was behind me with her boyfriend, who's the worst. And we started talking and I had my back to him because I turned around and then it just fucking happened. But I was wearing a baby blue button down, as was the time. You know, as was the time. So I had to kind of like keep talking and back, like I had to keep talking to them and then like back up to the card reader and turn and pay and then kind of just like back all the way.
Oh, you still had business to do.
Because I'm pretty sure it got to the back of my shirt.
God damn.
So I didn't want it, you know what I mean? So I had to kind of like back out of the Safeway. Then I had to get my car and I had to drive another like 15 miles home.
Fuck.
And then when I got home, it was during the Western Conference Finals.
I thought you were going to say it was 9/11.
No,
when I got home, I looked on the TV and the second tower fell.
it was the Western Conference Finals, the one with the Nuggets and the Lakers.
Yeah. So
I had like 10, 12 people in my house and I forgot that. So as I opened the door, I was like, fuck, because my roommate had let everybody in.
Dog, this is insane.
It sucked. And then I was like, I can't get from the front door to downstairs. So I just had to be like, listen, man.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for coming.
I gotta go. I'll be back up in like an hour.
I got the groceries, but I also have a little bit of a problem. So yeah. I'll see y'all in a minute.
Fucking, it's not a good day.
No, that's a sad story, big dog.
And we lost to the Lakers.
Yeah, I was about to say it doesn't end well either for the Western Conference Finals.
No, Olivia hit the group chat and said experienced his own 9/11. Thank you. In that I will never forget.
Fuck. Yeah, that's a low.
It was
I've
not,
shit myself for sure, but I've managed to keep it private every time.
bro. It was like double public. It was like
Yeah,
a double public.
Fuck.
I mean, but that's what it is. That's why I can be a clown on stage for money. You really have to humble yourself.
Yeah, and Josette, I don't know if this changes whether or not you wanna suck them off, but
I feel like these DMs about to slow down to a trickle after this.
Yeah, there ain't gonna be so many you taste like chocolates coming in.
Look at your sex symbol now. This is your king? Shit himself in a Safeway after work?
Shit himself in a mid-tier grocery store.
It wasn't even a Whole Foods. Oh, man. I was probably drinking Safeway brand soda. Shout out to Safeway Select.
Well, to the question of snakes popping up from the toilet, I did a quick Googling. How often do snakes come out of toilets? Because they do say that this is a real thing that happens. That sewers can be a hiding ground for mice and rats. Snakes will enter the sewer to get their next meal. They can make their way through a sewer and slither their creepy way through the bend of a toilet, the S bend. However, this still doesn't mean this is a common incident. And they said that the possibility, the frequency at which this happens, is extremely low. It is a rare experience, not often experienced by anybody.
We're talking about once or twice a year?
I think it's much rarer than that. I think we're talking like nobody is likely to ever have this personal experience.
Now look up bathroom attacks, though.
Okay.
I think
snake attacks in bathrooms?
No, I was just saying in general.
Oh,
stranger attacks in bathroom, because I think that's like, because when we had talked about it before, you said even when you lived alone, you would shit with the door closed.
Yeah, I get very nervous of people entering when I'm at my most vulnerable state. I keep doors closed when I sleep. I keep doors closed when I shit. I keep doors closed at all times.
I don't even think shitting is my top 3 most vulnerable states.
Okay, list them.
When I'm at the movies by myself. Why is that so funny?
You can get up and leave. What do you mean?
I just really lock in a way where I'm like not very aware of outside.
Whoa,
it's like
you
I
really live that Nicole Kidman commercial. You really like.
I like the movies a lot. I enjoy it as an experience. I like it as a group, but I like going to myself a lot. And if it's a really good movie, I'm like locked in.
You know what we just did is we went and saw me and some comedians out here, Jordan Temple, Zach Fox, other cool names. But we went and saw a double feature of a Goofy movie and Bebe's Kids.
At the New Beverly?
At the New Beverly.
That's when I was in Los Angeles, I saw at the New Beverly, I saw Booty Call with Jordan.
Yeah, you told me about it.
Yeah. That's a good double feature.
Yeah. A Goofy movie is a perfect film.
Yeah,
it truly is just
no.
It's so funny. It's got heart. It moves you in all kinds of cool ways. Bebe's Kids is
Come on, don't be like that, Langston.
Bebe's Kids is a classic, and I take nothing from it. And if I never see it again, that's okay.
Come on, that's my family. That's like we love that movie. We're a Bebe's Kids family.
Really?
Oh man, even my littlest brother loves it.
Whoa.
Yeah. Come on, all the songs. Straight Jackin'.
Straight Jackin' is a good song.
Come on.
It's weird that it comes 3/4 into the movie.
Yeah. Also, that weird Freedom song with the robots that he sings is also strange.
There's a lot of sort of like poorly structured build to that film in a way that, it truly felt like it was a Robin Harris brainchild.
What was his bit?
Yeah, they just took a bit and then evolved it into a film, and then he didn't even get to see it come to fruition, and they had to let Faison Love finish it out, which
I'm saying this on the record right now. If I die, do not let Faison Love take my. Don't recast.
I'm glad you said that because he was actually the first guy I thought. He was. I was like, if Gborie dies, I'm calling Faison Love.
Yo,
with his big Hershey chocolate ass. But fair enough. I won't call him. I won't.
Yeah, you can't call him. If I die, you replace me with the light skinned guy. And you change the name to Light on Light. No dark skin replacement. Like if I die and you put Killer Mike in here, I'm gonna haunt you and Olivia.
All right. It'll be me and Beniam. Just
No, you don't get another African either.
Oh damn, I didn't get an African.
No. Africans no dark skinned dudes. I'm the only. I'm like a jealous boyfriend over here. You'll have no one but me. Nobody else wants you.
Oh man. Yeah, no, it's I don't think that it's a great film, but I recognize the joy, the nostalgic sort of like thrill it offers.
It's funny still though.
Robin Harris still has like some funny ass like jokes in there that you're like, damn, that's just a good ass joke.
That's the first time I heard anybody call somebody a test tube baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's big.
Nah, he was groundbreaking as a comedian, an artist, and it's a shame that he died so young.
Was he young?
I think so. I think he was younger than he looked. Yeah, I think he was just an old-faced ass dude. Yeah, I could be wrong.
There used to be more of those.
I think it was an entire generation for a while.
I mean, have you seen that shit online where they're saying millennials we aren't aging properly?
I think they're actually saying millennials are the ones that are aging pretty well. It's Gen Z that's not aging properly.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're aging too good.
Yeah, millennials, for whatever reason, we're the youngest looking of all the generations. And then Gen Z is going back to like those 1970s niggas who, like,
you know what it is?
45 when they were 20.
It's hope. We're the last generation to grow up with any kind of hope.
We had genuine hope.
Yeah, we saw life before the internet, before 9/11 turned us into whatever it is we are now.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? We grew up, we all thought that we could get a house and have kids and that was what the world was. These kids now have nothing to live for.
Yeah, no, they truly are born with a fucked up cynicism that just makes their face turn to mush.
That's why they're prudes. They're all 80-year-old women. You don't want to see tits in movies. Get out of here.
Yeah,
truly, you don't want to see titties in movies. It's like one of the main reasons I go.
My only motivation when I was 16 years old was seeing titties and playing basketball.
Come on.
I didn't care about the world. I wasn't interested in like being a hero or a savior of any kind. I just wanted to hoop and look at somebody naked.
Yep.
And now they have so much weight on their shoulders that of course they look like absolute garbage.
So I think we figured it out.
Robin Harris, and this is going to blow your fucking mind.
Oh, no.
Robin Harris died at 36 years old.
Fuck! Really?
Dog, he was our age.
Oh, God damn it.
And he was playing Kid's daddy.
He played Kid's daddy. Oh, fuck.
They were probably the same age while he was pretending to be his father.
That's bad genes.
Bro, he looked rough for 36, man.
Fuck. I mean, he was one of those guys who looked so crazy that he had to be hilarious.
Yeah, what were you going to do?
What else? What was your job? What could you do? Just catch all
36.
Bernie Mac scraps.
Damn. That's crazy.
R.I.P. man, he was hilarious.
He was so funny, so old looking.
So old looking, so funny. The two go hand in hand. Some of the funniest looking people I've known in my life are the funniest people I've ever known.
I looked up your question of whether or not the toilet attacks are a thing, and unfortunately, and this is a pretty telling sign of the society we live in, mostly when you Google that, it immediately just gives you a laundry list of transgender people being attacked in public restrooms.
Oh, great.
Which is maybe worth noting that maybe my fear is not as much the active one, but certainly being attacked in public restrooms is a active fear that some people need to struggle with, and we wish that they didn't.
Yep. Not a lot of hot riffs.
Yeah, no, I get it. You don't want to tag in on?
No, it was kind of really sad.
The other thing Olivia sent us is a article from USA Today, a very reputable website and newspaper, periodical. Bum-biting python, it says. Woman bitten by a 5-foot snake hiding in toilet.
See, that's so fuck.
Yeah, as a 59-year-old woman sat on her relative's toilet, she felt a shocking pain. A 5-foot carpet python had bitten her bottom. Why are they writing this so fucking British? I hate it.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I get okay. Now I see why. It was in Australia. Helen Richards of Australia. So it seems like USA Today is just usurping the language from a different.
They probably just lifted
place.
the whole article, right?
Yeah, I think there's like truly no integrity left in journalism. So I think they're just basically copy and pasting some shit. Helen Richards of Australia told 10 News First Queensland, she felt a sharp tap on my bottom along with some pain on Tuesday afternoon. And she handler Jasmine Zelani, who removed and relocated the non-venomous python. Okay, non-venomous, so she ain't get no poison in her.
The poison is not what I'm worried about.
What are you worried about?
My dick getting bit by a snake.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
it's just the general pain of a bite on your dick from a snake.
Yeah. Also, I think it should be referenced that in the chat, Olivia is throwing some slurs.
Yeah, she's saying some nasty things about Australian people.
Yeah, which who knew? I didn't. It's fun to learn new racism that people have.
Yeah, when you find out your friend is actually deeply bigoted.
That's always crazy because it's like on some weird shit where it's like, oh, you don't want to go to the Brazilian steakhouse because why? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always really weird shit that triggers that.
Yeah. They really show their true colors, and then you kind of have to decide if this is a reflection of their greater humanity, or if this is just a moment that you caught them because they had a bad day or whatever.
Yeah, because it could go either way.
Yeah. It is worth noting that they said that the reason that the snake bit in all likelihood is because the snake's preferred exit point.
Juicy ass.
She had that big old thick bottom, and that snake just wanted to nibble. It just
apple bottom make you want to bite.
They said the snake's preferred exit point was block after being spooked by the customer sitting down, and it simply lashed out in fear. So,
yeah, that's exactly what I would think would happen.
So I guess to your point, it is more likely that the snake will bite if you sit down on top of it and block its pathway.
And let's be honest, we've seen what I'm working with. I'm blocking.
Yeah, you're going to block. Ain't no light getting through when you sit down on that toilet.
All that Hershey's.
So, Josette, it seems as if that your conspiracy does have some legs, that there are legitimate concerns that a snake could come up through the toilet, although it seems like that's much more of a Australian possibility than a American reality. So if you live in America, I think you'll be fine. I don't imagine that you have a ton of snakes wherever you live. And if you do, get out of there.
Yeah, you
ain't got to live like that.
You deserve better.
Yeah, and he ain't gotta live like that. You could live somewhere where there ain't snakes. And
I want to read the nice part of her letter too.
Please.
We didn't get the closing. She said, "I super appreciate you two and hope you remain the same beautiful assholes you've always been. Love you both to the moon and back. Bye, bitch. Love, Josette, a proud little mama."
A proud little mama.
Proud little mama.
Yeah, Josette, thank you for this very lovely email, and we hope that you and your Kit Kat bar and the ladies that you canoodle with remain safe from snake bites in all forms.
Yeah, exactly that. Thank you for thinking I'm so damn fine.
Do you want to tell the people where your fine ass is going to be and
if you
what
want to
cool
come
shit
out,
you have going on?
You want to come out and double click your mouse, you can come see me. I actually don't have my dates pulled up. Cool Guy Jokes 87 on Instagram. It'll be there. Yeah, watch Royal Crackers February 29th on Adult Swim, the next day streaming on Max. And, be good to yourselves. And if you want to watch the YouTube, you can see my fine ass, Langston's fine ass.
Yeah.
And if you want to send us whole or tell us how we make you feel, don't. But other than that, yeah, watch all the shit.
Yeah, watch all that stuff. Follow me at Langston Kerman. I don't have a ton of dates coming up because I'm knocking this special out next week, and then I'm going to rest for a little while. But if you want to buy merch, you can go to mymamatoldme.merchcentral.com. And if you want to send us your conspiracies, if you want to send us your glowing love letters, if you want to send us whole, send it all to mymamapod@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. And that's it. I think we covered everything. Bye, bitch.